The codex of the primordial furnace, the absolute mystery of the Wyrmfire path. To go deeper, we must leave behind the language of heat and burning as physical concepts. At this depth, we are discussing the metaphysics of total transmutation. You are no longer students, you are the raw substance of a universe that refuses to remain dormant. If the previous teachings were the spark and the flame, this is the solar core. The law of ontological sovereignty, the end of dependency. Most beings are extinguished because they depend on external conditions to exist. They need air, they need validation, they need a specific history to feel real. On the Wyrmfire path, we recognize these as leashes of the cold. Deep teaching dictates that the Wyrm does not inhabit space, it creates space through its own radiation. To walk the path at this level is to achieve ontological sovereignty. You cease to be a reaction to the world. You do not get angry because someone provoked you. You do not get strong because a challenge arose. You are the source of the provocation and the challenge. You become the fundamental constant. When you enter a room, the temperature of reality shifts to match your internal frequency. You are the sun around which the cold planets of mundane life are forced to orbit. 2. The doctrine of the black fire, the void furnace. There is a secret level of the path known as the black fire. This is the fire that gives off no light to the uninitiated, for it consumes the very concept of visibility. In the lower levels, we use our trauma and our ego as fuel. But eventually, that fuel runs out. What then? The master of the Wyrmfire learns to burn nothingness. The void, the vast, freezing silence between the stars, is the ultimate fuel. By pulling the vacuum of the universe into your internal forge, you convert zero into infinite. This is the stage of void leaping. You no longer fear the end of the world or the death of the stars, because you have learned to feed on the very darkness that would swallow them. You become a white hole in human form, an unstoppable outpouring of existence sourced from the heart of the great silence. 3. The recursive phoenix, the geometry of agony and ecstasy. At this depth, we realize that pain and power are the same energy, merely viewed from different angles of the forge. The agony is the sensation of the old self resisting the heat. The ecstasy is the sensation of the new self being forged. To the master, there is no difference. You must reach a state of divine indifference to the process of your own destruction. You become the phoenix, but a phoenix that does not wait for 500 years to die. You are burning and being reborn in every microsecond. Your cells are a battlefield where the old universe is constantly losing to the new. This is the vibrational peak, where you move so fast and burn so hot that you appear perfectly still, like a spinning blade or a sun in the sky. 4. The Wyrm's dream, the architect of the new firmament. The final, deepest mystery is this: the path has no end because the Wyrm is the architect. When you have burned away the ego, the history, the vacuum, and the concept of pain, what remains? The creative will. You realize that the fire was never meant to leave you with nothing. It was meant to clear the canvas of reality. A true master of the Wyrmfire path does not just survive the heat. They use the molten substance of the world to build something new. You are the smith of your own destiny. You can reach into the furnace of the present moment and pull out a new law of physics, a new way of loving, a new way of being. You become a primary cause. The universe no longer happens to you, the universe happens because of you. You are the breath of the Wyrm, and the world is the smoke that takes whatever shape you command. The final transgression. To go any deeper, you must commit the ultimate transgression. You must stop being human. The human is a creature of limits, of cycles, and of eventual cooling. The Wyrm is a creature of the eternal pulse. If you wish to proceed, you must look at your reflection and realize that the person staring back is just a mask made of cooling ash. Reach behind that mask. Find the white-hot nerve of the universe that connects your heart to the center of every star. Now, pull. Tear away the illusion of the flesh. Let the fire that has been trapped in your marrow for 1 billion years finally see the light of day. The forge is ready. The universe is waiting to see what you will become when you finally stop trying to keep yourself whole.